In this $80 RC car, keep up with the big boys?
In today's episode of 3x7 Outdoor, we're going to find out. Welcome back to 3x7 Outdoor. If you like what you're watching, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell and share it with somebody who you might think also like it.
Do the things.
This is the Wholesome X05 Xeno.
It's got a 390 for a motor in it.
390 kV. This is a brushed car. It's very introduction level, but you're gonna see if it can keep up with some bigger cars, some faster cars.
It's said to go about 30 miles per hour.
30 miles an hour or 48 kilometers per hour is what it says on Wholesome's website, and you can get it for as little as $80 right now. It's actually 10% off. 20%
off if you do some bundling, and they've got some stuff on their website.
But 10% off of $100, which is like $90. Very, very affordable car.
Comes with 2 batteries.
2 batteries and a charger. So it comes with everything you need in the box to be able to get it running.
A nice new feature is these skids they have on the roof.
Not going to scratch up that body.
That's great.
If we take a look under the body, we can see it's got a heat sink already installed on the motor from the factory. A 3 kilogram servo. I think that comes out to around 100 foot-pounds, or not 100 foot-pounds, 105 ounces editor, or myself. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It's the honeycomb shapes in the chassis, kind of like Traxxas does, which gives it a lot more strength. It's a good idea.
Wholesome does tend to put a lot of aluminum parts in their cars, but since this is such a beginner car, you don't see that as much, and maybe that's not a bad thing. It's a lot cheaper to replace parts, even though all the parts on Wholesome's website are cheap.
Metal bends and then you can't bend it back, usually, or aluminum, it'll just break.
Yeah.
Where plastic will flex and flex and flex. I think without any further ado, we need to just get outside. Give it a little test run here.
We have said in previous Wholesome review videos that this controller isn't, or I've said it, it's not really my favorite. It's a little bit unresponsive. It makes me feel like I'm not totally connected to the car. I will have to say that. They do have a better remote that looks like this. It's got a black wheel. It's got a lot more responsiveness, a lot more tension on the trigger and the steering wheel. That's the only downside, but it is still 80 bucks. 80 bucks. We've got power. Very fast servos on these things.
LEDs are on.
See this? Very fast servos.
Pretty good clip.
That was full pin. How does it feel?
Kind of slow.
A little slow? How does it feel for $80?
Not bad. It's not bad for that. It's better than a Toys R Us car. It does slide. It'll drift a little bit.
I mean, yeah, you're ripping around pretty good.
It doesn't have that center diff like the other ones, so it doesn't, stop if the front wheels leave the ground. It wants to kiss its own butt because it's such a short wheelbase, which is really common with a short wheelbase car like this. It just wants to fling around really fast. And the wind is blowing it away.
Full speed run, 3, 2, 1, go.
That's it.
That's it.
Full speed. Full speed.
Oh, struggling a little bit.
Huh?
Struggling a little bit?
Yeah.
Cornering.
Doesn't flip though. Quite a bit of understeer, which is good for an entry-level car.
The responsiveness isn't great. It's zippy, but here, I'm gonna floor it in 3, 2, 1. There's no torque to the motor.
Yeah.
All right, this is pretty, I guess it's not, you just cut the grass, but it's kind of thick.
It's kind of a lot for it.
It's drowning in the grass a little bit.
This may be more of a driveway car.
Definitely. Because the thing is I'm flooring it 24/7. I'm never having to do anything with the throttle. Like I could just literally duct tape the throttle floored and be fine. See, this is floored. I do feel like the battery is getting weaker. Oh, there
it
we go.
went. I just so happen to have a bag full of more.
Let's do a speed run here. Ready? 3, 2, 1. It's got the Velcro.
How's the
Super
motor
easy.
feel?
Motor's hot. Motor's super hot. Motor's very hot.
Oh,
There you go.
Look out, car. That's quick.
A little bit more power. It's weird because it's a LiPo battery, but it drains like a nickel metal hydride, where it gets slower over time. Watch this, ready?
That's a fresh, brand new battery.
Not enough torque for that.
Grass.
I feel like if you had somewhat of a larger house, it would be a good indoor car.
Yeah.
It's light. It's probably not going to hit anything and break
If you had
it.
an indoor basketball court or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's light. Probably not going to hit anything and break it. If your kid's driving, if it rams into your ankle, it's not going to hurt, right? It's slow enough to the point where it's not dangerous inside, but fast enough to the point where it probably could hit a jump, get a little bit of air.
Yeah, I mean, it will do that if you drive over a jump. It'll jump.
Oh! Does it keep up with the big leagues? Probably not.
Yeah.
Does it keep up with them in price? No. This thing is way down there.
Yeah.
$80 for such a simple car. I don't know if you can really go wrong considering the price.
It's a good car for, like I said earlier, for grandkids, you know, small kids.
Littler kids, of course.
You don't have to worry about them getting into trouble with them too much.
We did measure the temperature of the motor, and with this, which was pretty accurate, we saw 190 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is on Celsius, but I'll put it up on the screen now.
Yeah, she was cooking pretty good, and that was just 1.5 battery packs. If you want to, like, try to get maybe a nephew or a son or somebody into doing the sport, and you don't want to spend a ton of money, this is the way to go to get them into it.
Definitely, especially if they tend to be, you know, a little bit sporadic. It's a good speed, and I think it's definitely a good speed for indoor as long as you have the room. You know, if you have a very small house, maybe not, but indoor, it's probably okay to do a few jumps and not break anything.
A garage, if you pulled the cars out.
Yeah. With that, go ahead, please tell us what you think about the car in the comments, because Wholesome's watching this video alongside you, and they want to know what you think. Anyway, guys, hopefully you liked that video. Do you have anything else to say?
I think that's plenty.
All right, and we will see you in the next one. 3x7 Outdoors signing out.